Hello, brethren here from Brrraaains A Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial for short. And it's, well, end of year sort of song reaction time. We're just picking some songs from albums and artists that have impressed us, blown us away. In some cases, it's the actual song. And we want to sort of share with each other and you in a kind of reaction video. This is not about necessarily the first sort of reactions. For example, the song we're about to do here, Ixnay by Seething Akira, I have probably listened to about 100 times since this album came out. So it's completely fresh to me. However, I haven't seen the video, so there is that. But, I kind of want to share it with you, and I want to enjoy it with all of you watchers and listeners as well. So explain why, in this review format, why I fell in love with this. This, of course, is Seething Akira. They are classified in so many weird ways. Electronica, new core, metalcore, it's every rock. I find with Seething Akira, it's best just to sum them up as a fun rock and metal band. So simple like that, because that's what they offer. And they are fun. They're also really cool people. We've met them, we've chatted to them at Bloodstock, and they were top people. And they're on my kind of bucket list to kind of go to one of their actual shows. I've never seen Seething Akira at their own show. So I really want to do that because based off the new album Cancer the State, which came out October 25th, 2024, I've been missing a trick with this band. I love this album. And it started from the very opening track, which is this, which is basically one of my top 5 catchiest songs of the year that I loved so much. Like, I remember my wife came home that day.
Is that a new list we're doing?
What's that? Oh God, no!
Five
God,
catchiest.
no, yeah, we've already got enough lists. I don't think we should be adding even now. But yeah, just based off the catchy thing, because I wouldn't necessarily say like, oh, structurally or like technically it's the most like amazing song compared to other things I've loved this year, or like emotion wise or anything like that. But from a catchy perspective, fuck me, it's near untouchable. But that's my love about. I know you're not necessarily familiar with the album, but what about Seething Akira overall?
I mean, I wouldn't say that I'm hugely familiar on a lot of the stuff that they've done while knowing a bit and knowing their sound. Uh, would I say I'm a fan? Probably not.
Mm.
The truth, you know, say a couple of terms, in the run up to it that not that I dislike it, but like it scares me because it depends like on the level of it. But like obviously electronica, I like electronica and metal, but I have levels where it goes too far one way and I find myself checking out.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
you describe a band to me as happy, bouncy, catchy with electronica. I'm not going to pretend for 1 second that makes me go, oh, perfect. That's what I've been waiting for. You know, having said that, yeah, I'm not opposed to it. It's like, so, yeah, I mean, I've definitely not heard the album. Like, I haven't listened
Yeah.
to the album. But that's not because I don't like Seething Akira that I've avoided it. It's just the same thing that we always say on this channel, which is that if you're reviewing these, I'm reviewing other things. Therefore, we're sort of splitting our listens down the way. And when you stop reviewing one album, you often grab the next, right?
Yeah.
Without sort of going, oh, where's all the ones Carl's been reviewing? Let me go and check them out. Just the burden, that we live under, the yoke that we live under. So like,
It
I mean, I'm
fucking
not I'm
is.
not
It
opposed to
fucking
seeing
is.
Akira. No, it is absolutely, yeah. That's why like sometimes doing these reactions is more about us than it is about
It can be
other people.
freeing, right? And I think that's
Yeah,
why we get so excited about it. You're absolutely right. It's less about other people and sometimes more about our freaking self. We want we
yeah,
want the content for the channel and we want to
yeah,
keep it
absolutely.
consistent more than we do, but we also
Yeah, but
want,
we want to
hey,
show off
listen
these
to this.
cool bands that we find exciting to the other person, which is both
It's
exhilarating but also often disappointing when the reaction from the other person is not what you're expecting.
true. It's why we used to do the battles, but like I said, now in favor, we just do the reactions rather than
Yeah.
overcomplicating it with different versions of it. Okay, right. Let's not talk no more. We got 3 minutes and 1 second song. Ixnay by Seething Akira. Let's do this in three, two, one, go.
We both know that you are bad for me. Even though I seek is not what I need. We both know that you are bad for me. Be the thing I see when I can't sleep. I feel the thoughts of yours in my skin. sense. And it's all that I crave, and I know it's insane, but I want it, knowing that you will be the death of me. I should really wanna stop this. I blame lack of sense. And it's all that I crave, and I know it's insane, but I want it, knowing that you will be the death of me. Knowing that you will be the death of me. We both know that you are bad for me. Even though I seek is not what I need. We both know that you are bad for me. Be the thing I see when I can't sleep. I feel the thoughts of yours in my skin. You turn my whole world upside down. The picture you paint is just as far from the truth as the one I created too. It's the landscape we both want, but neither of us have ever viewed. And I feel that you crave it as much as I do, but you know that I am just as bad for you too. We both know that you are bad for me. Even though I seek is not what I need. We both know that you are bad for me. Be the thing I see when I can't sleep.
Big Stuart Mangata Fest, please open your show with that song, Seething Akira, and I'm done. That'll me done. It'll be my Sugar Horse Arc Tangent moment. I'll be the happiest boy in the whole of Nottingham with you. But start with that next year. Uh, I would have said my piece. It really, everybody's waiting with bated breath.
Pressure. What did
Well,
I think of that? Okay, so I like the video. Video's fun.
mm,
Um, get that out of the way. Bright, colourful, fun. I get where you come at this from a catchy perspective. It is catchy, it's upbeat and it's poppy and it's, you know, got a good balance, I think, mostly through the kind of metal or traditional musical instruments and the electronica in the background. It has, weirdly, considering lyrically, it's not necessarily a positive, uplifting song. It has a positive, uplifting sound.
yeah.
Um, I'm not taking the piss for this when I say this, but there are parts in the song where I was like, if he suddenly pulled a mask off and shouted "Party hard," I would have
Ah!
gone. I knew it.
Yeah. No, I don't think that's the worst sort of thing you do because also that's not a slur because Angela McKay
Oh
kicks
no.
ass.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. No, I mean, and
Mm.
in that, that's what I was enjoying about it, in that I felt like it had that catchy, easy to get into, positive kind of music in the same way that Andrew WK can,
Yeah.
So, and I thought that was a good thing. Like, so yeah, totally meant that like in a positive way. The bit where I struggle is, I guess, outside of this as a standalone track and knowing whether or
Yeah.
not I would like an album of this. That's the thing. And I guess that's unfair to say that I would or wouldn't without having listened to the album because I can't honestly say that every song on the album is this, you
Hmm.
know. But when I hear a song like this, I guess I feel like a bit of a dick being like this, but I feel reluctant to kind of go, oh yeah, that was amazing because I'm trying to look at it like bigger picture. I thought that song was really good. I found that to be good fun. I enjoyed it. Flowed well, nice balance between the heavy and the electronica. When the riffs are kind of in charge. They're prominent, they're heavy, they want you make you want to move and make you want to bang your head. And when the electronic is in charge, it makes you want to move still and dance and I could see it being great fun live. But I also think I would get bored out of my skull 10 tracks into a set if all 10 tracks are just this one and then another variation of this, another variation of this. So
Mm.
enjoyed the song, holding my opinion back a little bit on the band overall until I experience a bit more of it.
Yeah, which is completely fair, of course. I mean, and you know, it goes without saying, you don't, you know this already, but of course, on this album, not everything is like this. In fact, this particular track is a little bit of a standout, a little bit of an oddity, in my opinion. There's plenty of catchy other bouncy sort of efforts, but there's also like nothing quite like this, in my opinion, on it. There are arguably, I think, better tracks, better written, better structure, better songs that fit, because as you say, lyrically. It's not necessarily the most upbeat thing. It's more, you know, about I know what's the word, destructive, not destructive, uh, uh, two people that are bad for each other. That thing, whatever what I'm trying terminology, like that's the lyrical content. But it's done in such a with such upbeat music and vibes that you always overlook that and think this is a super positive piece of music, and it's not necessarily the case.
Yeah.
You know, so I do get that. But yeah, I mean, those kick drums that follow that kind of chorus after I feel them thorns in your skin and stuff. And the fact that for me, I remember listening to it and being like, oh my God, there's also now a guitar solo at the end. That was not what I was expecting. That was fun as fuck. Yeah, I just find it stupidly catchy. That's my first viewing video. I love the video. I thought it was a fun idea, cool little touch, you know, likely done in a club somewhere in Portsmouth as well, where they're from, you know, and done really, really well. Yeah, it's just one of those where it's like I've always kind of like Seething Akira has always been in my periphery. Where whenever I've heard a song, I've been like, that's cool, but never anything like never a full album, never anything that I thought like was gonna really wow and grab me. And then the album did, and this song in particular did, and so on. So it's been a bit of a journey, a little bit of an awakening, finding that I actually really like Seething Akira. There you go. And people, I know people who are fans be going, well, duh. And I know there's loads of them. Yeah, well done. You got there first. I'm now following along behind you. Let me in the club. I want to play. That kind of thing, you know?
I dance too.
Yeah, basically that. Well, you know, it is. It's one of those where I find it so. Do you know, I remember doing this for like, tracks we did years ago, like Hellions and stuff like that. And I've got such a, I love it so fucking much that, oh my God, I not that I expect you to like it, but like, what do you mean? You know, you're just wrong. I feel like I've grown since then, and now I'm like, no, I get it. Like, it's fine and it's cool, and you did like it, and it's just that okay, you don't maybe. And it's always that problem. I've heard the final album. I've got more of an association than you have. So how can you be expected to take this song in context?
Yeah, no, yeah, you can't, and that's the difficulty I think in getting the same level of like passion for it. But I think if I can come into this like with the sentence before we watch the video is, I don't really know anything about them, but from the sounds of what they do, it's not really my thing. To now, oh, I like that song. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that if that changes over the course of one video, then that's one step on the way to potentially finding more. Or if I don't find any more, I'll always have that one song I like from them.
There it is. Well put. Ixnay by Seething Akira. What do you reckon, folks? Got any thoughts on this one? You know what to do? Let us know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to see more content like this, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It is gratefully appreciated. You can find us over at gbhbl.com, our full website, where reviews, news, and so much more goes up daily. We're also on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, at GBHBL. Just search for GBHBL and you will find us out there. We also have merchandise on sale. You can access the shop via the website.